What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about Lucid. I want to go over the latest in 13F, so what institutions have been truly doing behind the scenes with Lucid. And then aside from that, how there is a lot of good opportunity for a lot of the big EVs out there to take market share from Tesla. So I want to go over all the things that you need to know, but first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So Tesla does have their earnings after hours on Tuesday. And one thing that we've seen over the last 6 months is Wall Street really seeing a kind of a gap down in Tesla, because normally whatever happened to Tesla, good, bad, and the ugly, it did affect other EVs. But lately, over the last, I'd say 3-6 months, whenever a negative does really plague Tesla, other EVs actually go up. So again, Wall Street is seeing Tesla, for the most part, giving up a lot of market share. And as well, a lot of the recent data coming from California and just Q1 stats does signal the exact same thing. This just came out roughly 10-15 hours ago. So Tesla to delay US production of cheaper Model Y. So once again, goes to show that things behind the scenes aren't really going according to plan for them. With Lucid's recent acquisition of 𝗪𝗓𝗧, you have even the bears acknowledging that's a good thing. So recently you did have John Murphy with Bank of America giving a rating. Wasn't bullish, it was rather bearish, but that's more due to dilution. But he did acknowledge how that 𝗪𝗓𝗧 facility is good. So again, with that recent acquisition, you could see possibly that mid-size move up from tail end of 2026 to an earlier date because of that. So at the end of the day, that is a huge opportunity that Tesla is giving other EVs to take market share. So I think that's a good thing all in all. So let me know your general thoughts on that in the comments below. Aside from that though, a lot of people like to follow what big money has been doing recently. And I think given the circumstances and the fear in the broader market, sometimes it is better to follow big money rather than speculate. And within Q1, you did see a huge increase in institutions. So based on this right here, you have BlackRock. BlackRock increased their position in Q1 5.38 million, and this is a little bit more of a easier breakdown ultimately, but actually I don't think that showed everything, but 5.38 million. And then aside from that, you even have First Trust, you have State Street increasing 3.26, 3.5. So in Q1 things were fairly good, right? I think Lucid was building a good base. Unfortunately, near the tail end, you did have a lot of the tariff talk really suppressing the broader market. But during that time frame, you had institutions really increase. So a lot of people like to follow the big names, BlackRock, Vanguard. And Vanguard did increase their position 26.17 million. And there's a lot of other names that did follow suit. So UBS, 23.85 million. You have Millennium, 19.42. So a lot of big names. And this is actually the first time that the PIF didn't increase, but obviously I think that did occur and will have occurred in the Q2 timeframe. But nonetheless, though, I think bigger and better things are coming for Lucid. You just have a lot of signs of manipulation. And even if we go over here, currently 23.13% of the free float is being shorted. And just comparing it to even 2021, when Lucid didn't really do anything of substance, short interest back then was 7.69% of the free float. So it goes to show the level of manipulation that is really suppressing Lucid. But if you have a kind of an institutional mentality, then once you buy in on a good concrete stock, then eventually once it does hit profitability, that's where the stock price will align a little bit more with what happens operationally. So it's just a waiting game. Nobody likes to hear that, but with that recent acquisition of 𝗪𝗓𝗧, Tesla giving up market share, you could see profitability come a little bit sooner, but still I anticipate it to probably be in 2027, most likely mid to late. If not, and if things go not really according to plan, then maybe even 2028. So let me know your general thoughts on Lucid. Are you and have been buying the dip? Have you been selling? What's your general thoughts? And when it comes down to Tesla, do you think that it is realistic to assume that Tesla is going to be giving up market share, and has been, to a lot of the other EVs out there. So just wanted to throw this quick video out there, and so make sure you stay tuned for my video for tomorrow. I go over some expectations on what is really going to affect Lucid for this upcoming week. It should be a wild ride, and there's a lot of signals so far showing that this upcoming week should be fairly optimistic. So again, stay tuned for all that. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon. I give buy signals on stocks, options, crypto, many of which have been absolutely on point, so definitely worthwhile to pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.